Stop! Spoilers! Leave if you do not want to know. Not just any spoilers either. Doctor Who spoilers. Leave now if you do not want to know any spoilers from Doctor Who Series 7. In particular, one spoiler. Right, I'm going to give you to the count of 3 to leave. 3, 2, 1. Right, for those of you who are still here, I imagine you're curious what the producers of Doctor Who have got up their sleeve. Well, a certain monster's coming back. Look away now if you don't want to know who. Now, I'm sure quite a few of you will remember these guys. The Ice Warriors. What, I'm getting a few people out there who haven't heard of them. Alrighty then, they first appeared in the Patrick Troughton era of Doctor Who in a story called The Ice Warriors. They were brought back in Seeds of Death, Curse of Peladon, and Monster of Peladon. So they appeared in 4 classic Doctor Who stories. Now, while the first 2 were pretty good, Curse of Peladon kinda sucked, and Monster of Peladon didn't hold up very well either. Now, despite getting only 4 appearances on TV, the Ice Warriors are still considered a very popular monster by Doctor Who fans. As such, they've appeared in novels and Big Finish audios, comic strips, even 1 or 2 of the modern books written by certain writers. There was one recently called The Silent Stars Go By, which I would highly recommend. As for their audio appearances, they featured in Mission to Magnus by Philip Martin. It was meant to be part of Season 23 of Doctor Who, but that series had to be cancelled to make the Trial of a Time Lord series. Basically, the Ice Warriors were meant to team up with Syl from the 6th Doctor era, but they didn't get brought back then. If the series hadn't been cancelled in 1989, the Ice Warriors may have been brought back in this story, Thin Ice by Mark Platt, which I've listened to it, but it's not that good in my opinion. Now, you may remember from a previous video of mine, I said the Ice Warriors were one of the 2 villains I wanted to return in Series 7, and hey presto, it looks like that wish has come true. Not only that, but we've got a new Cybermen design as well. So I'm really happy about that, but that doesn't mean I'm convinced this story is going to be flawless. Oh no. So far this series we have had 6 stories if you include the Christmas special, and 3 of them have featured returning monsters. Asylum of the Daleks, in my opinion, was piss poor, as it did nothing with the classic Daleks aspect, certain ideas made absolutely no sense, and the Pons divorce plot, don't get me started. And then there was The Angels Take Manhattan, which was just above average, but the Weeping Angels were not scary at all in this story. And as for the Christmas special, just average, I think. I think I might actually lower its score a bit since my review. But you know what those stories all had in common? They were all written by Stephen Moffat. Fortunately for me, Stephen Moffat isn't writing for the Ice Warriors this series. They've been placed in the capable hands of Mark Gatiss, and while none of his stories are perfect, they're not what I'd call bad. I mean, he's written The Unquiet Dead, The Idiot's Lantern, Victory of the Daleks, and Night Terrors. All pretty good stories. And not only is he writing Episode 3, he's also writing Episode 6. And the Ice Warriors will appear in Episode 3. No photos revealed of what the Ice Warriors are going to look like in this story, but I hope they don't change the design too much. I mean, the 60s design, pretty much perfect. It's pretty much all there. What do they need to change about it? And Mark Gatiss, I have high hopes for him. because I think he's going to treat these classic monsters how they should be treated. Not just as extras, which is what Steven Moffat has done, but he's going to make them the centre of attention, which is what you should do with a monster. With that said, I think the Ice Warriors are going to go pretty far, provided Mark Gatiss writes for them properly. So that's really all I have to say. So put in the comment box what you think, but try to keep the spoilers to a minimum, just in case there's anyone who doesn't want any spoilers, who's just tuned in at the start. But anyway, I've been Silver TARDIS. Thanks for watching the video. See you next time.